Hello, my stamping friends. This is Renae Novak at BlessedByCards.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States, and I'm here today to share with you another Make It Monday tutorial. Today we're going to create this cute Christmas box. It's a tall box, so it can handle a variety of items. So inside my sweet little box here, I happen to have a little snow sparkling lotion, and it also fits a bone folder. It fits some Wink Stella and even a candy bar. So whatever you desire to give this Christmas season, this adorable tall box might be what you're looking for. So let's get started. So you're going to need a piece of cardstock that measures 10 by 7 3/8. Today I am going to use a piece of cherry cobbler. I've already pre-scored it, but I'm going to go through the measurements with you, and I will have a PDF download available on my blog at BlessedByCards.com that will have all the measurements and all the scoring information that you'll need, as well as like a template for you to look at to know where to cut and what to remove. For our scoring, you're going to want to put your cardstock into your scoring tool with the landscape position, which is the longer 10-inch side across the top. And you're going to want to score at 5/8 of an inch and 2 1/8. And then you're going to want to rotate that entire piece, again, keeping it in landscape position. You want to score at 5/8 of an inch and 2 1/8. And then you want to put it in your scoring tool portrait position, which is the shorter side, the 7 3/8 across the top. Score it at 1 1/2, 3 3/8, 4 7/8, and 6 3/4. Now you're going to want to rotate that so that this little skinny piece is down at the bottom. That's where we're going to work for our bottom. And we're going to take this section here, there's two little sections, and you're going to totally remove both of those sections right there on that end part. And then on this side over here, you're going to remove all 4 of those pieces. So you're going to cut up to that second score line, and then you're going to rotate it and remove that whole block of 4 squares. So now I'm just going to give a miter on the sides of my pieces right here, because this is the part that's going to tuck into our box. And then I'm going to rotate it. I'm going to cut up to the second score line on all these scoring lines. Now, I like to cut first and fold last, but you are certainly welcome to fold first and then cut if you prefer that method. So just cut these tabs up to the second score line. And then this is where the template will come in handy. This first section we're going to leave alone, but this second section we're going to want to remove half of this. So you can either fold this back or you can get it out of your way however you want. And you're going to come in here and you're going to just take this half off. And then this section here, we're going to totally remove that. So I'm just going to come in here with my paper snips, and I'm just going to totally remove that whole section. This last one, again, we're going to cut in this middle crossed here and remove that side. So this is what we have so far. And then on this side where we remove the 4 piece, we're going to cut halfway up like we did on this side to match that. I'm going to snip that off. And then you're going to leave this whole section here with this second tab alone. And then this last one, again matching this side, we're going to cut that right down the center. And so now this is what your box should look like. Now at this point, if you want to take your corner rounder and round your edges of the box front, that will make maybe a little more finished edge if that's what you're looking for. I like to come back and kind of trim off any areas that I think that I've missed on my score lines. Okay, so now we're just going to grab our bone folder and we're going to fold and burnish on all of those score lines. So you just want to fold and burnish on all of them, including the little babies on the side. Okay, after you have folded and burnished on all of the score lines, then you want to assemble your box. And so the adhesive is going to go right here, and we're going to just fold this over and adhere that. So I'm just going to grab a little tear and tape and put it right down here. I'm going to remove that tear and tape. I'm just going to fold this over to meet, and you can take your bone folder to burnish it so it has a nice fold. And there's the assembly of your box, and it's going to fold in like this. Now, if you've chosen not to corner round, I would suggest that you just do a very teeny tiny little miter on all of those box edges so that they fold in nicely. And then it will just fold right in here for your bottom. And then again, I would just take a little snip off of each side. Now, if you've chosen to corner round, that step is not necessary, but it does make a more finished box. And so each end will then fold in to create your tall box. So you're going to need some designer series paper to cover your box. I have chosen the Sweet Stockings 12 by 12 designer series paper that's in the July to December mini catalog, and you're going to want to cut those pieces at 5 5/8 by 1 5/8 and 5 5/8 by 1 1/4. Now, if you want to cover all sides, you're going to need 2 pieces of each. If you don't care if the back of your box is covered, you're only going to need 1 of the larger piece. But for today, I think that we are just going to go ahead and cover the whole box. So let's just put some adhesive on there, and we're going to just glue that right down. And you can use liquid glue if you prefer. Just using little snail because it might go a little bit quicker for the video. If I were actually doing this to give it away, I would probably use the Stampin' Seal Plus, or I would use the liquid glue. Okay, and we're just going to put that on all edges, and there you have it. Cute little boxes coming together. Okay, so now we're going to grab my tag that I have created. Now, I created this in advance, and I stamped the snowman from Snow Wonder, and I stamped the Merry Christmas from Peaceful Deer. I used the little framelit from Seasons, Christmas Season, and then the tag is from Tailored Tags. And I did color the little scarf and his holly with some blends. And then I added a couple rhinestones to bling it up just a little bit. And then we're just going to add this sweet tag right on top of our box. I'm just going to add that right on top of the box there. And then we're going to, okay, I'm just going to bring in my ribbon. And I'm just going to lay my box on the table. And I'm just going to wrap the ribbon, and your choice of ribbon can be whatever you desire. And I'm just going to tie a sweet little bow at the top here so that we can finish off our box. And there you have it, a Make It Monday tutorial. It's a tall Christmas box. It can be a gift giving for a lot of different things for you. So I hope you enjoyed this Make It Monday video. If you did, please subscribe and share with your friends. And until next time, be blessed.